Have you ever felt so tired, yet no one seemed to understand how drained you are? So you keep pushing through because life doesn't slow down. Over the last couple of years, I have had many clients and personal friends who have come to me with physical and mental exhaustion to the point where it was having negative effects on their relationships, their health, and their career. In today's video, I want to share a personal story of how I have been suffering with adrenal stress since I was 29 years old. If we haven't met before, my name is Mary Bacon. I am a fitness trainer, published author, and a proud grandmother. Recently, while clearing out some boxes in my garage, the kind of Marie Kondo style decluttering, I came across some old files containing my medical records and my blood work from my late 20s and early 30s. Among these papers, I found a picture of my live blood analysis, dated December 10th, 1997. I was 29 years old at that time, married to a man who worked very hard and long hours managing a family business. We had two daughters, they were 9 and 7 years old, and I thought I had everything for a happy life. I was a stay-at-home mom, had a beautiful big home. I worked a few hours a week as a personal trainer in a local gym, and life was good. Looking at that snapshot in my life, I realized I was not a happy girl. I was in a state of emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion. The sad part, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to talk to or how to pull myself out of that hole. So I soldiered on. Maybe pride kicked in and I just had to press on. A few years later, I got divorced and now a single mom with two girls to care for. I just had to get on with it. Fast forward to my late 30s, I was under the care of a naturopath, an amazing woman named Molly. I met at a friend's 21st birthday party in Sydney. We hit it off immediately and I decided to go and see her to see how I could improve my health. Molly did some tests and told me that my adrenals were so overworked, she didn't know how I was still functioning. I heard what she said, but I was in denial. I just didn't want to believe her. And I thought if she just gave me some herbs and vitamins, I could power through. She was so warm and caring. What scared me the most is what she said next. Molly told me I was so burnt out that even my heart was having trouble beating. Now this was a wake-up call. As personal trainers do, we monitor our heart rate, and I thought 45 beats per minute at 38 years of age, that's awesome. But I was kidding myself. I came to the painful conclusion that burning the candle at both ends was sending me to an early grave. I worked 60 hours per week. I had a thriving personal training business, was a single mom with two girls to care for, and I really didn't have many options. Molly also warned me that if I didn't slow down, I would end up sick and in hospital within a year. 2 years later, I began to experience problems with my digestive system and did end up in hospital for bowel surgery. This was the lowest point in my life. I felt like a fraud and completely failed myself. How could I train all these people and tell them how to be fit and healthy, yet I didn't do a good job of taking care of myself? Despite all the healthy eating and training like a crazy woman, I failed. Finding this picture the other day reminded me of how far I have come. And now heading towards my 60s, with so much vibrance and vitality, it's hard to contain. I'm sharing this with you because if you are in a place where you are burnt out, I have solutions for you. It took me nearly 2 decades to figure it out. But before I share those with you, let's first take a quick look at what adrenal stress is, how it affects your health, and how you can break free from it. Adrenal stress refers to the strain that chronic stress places on your adrenal glands. These small but crucial glands sit on top of your kidneys and are responsible for releasing hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These are hormones that help your body respond to stress. In short bursts, these hormones are essential for managing stress, whether it's dealing with challenging project at work or navigating a difficult family situation. But what happens when stress becomes constant? When you're stuck in a constant state of stress, your adrenals are on overdrive, trying to keep up with the endless demands. You turn to quick fixes like caffeine, carbs, chocolate, and comfort foods, and before you know it, you're in a full-blown mess. Your cortisol levels stay high, and while you think exercise will fix everything, it only makes matters worse and leaves you feeling even more drained. What's worse, in some cases, women gain weight, particularly around the midsection, due to elevated cortisol levels. Over time, your body can't produce the essential hormones it needs, like estrogen in women and testosterone in men, leaving you stuck in a cycle of imbalance and exhaustion. So, how do you break free from adrenal stress? If you're feeling emotionally and physically drained, it's crucial to understand that you can reach out for help. I can help. Your body is sending you signals that you should not ignore. Here are my 5 steps you can take to begin the healing process. Number 1, rest and restore. Rest and restoration are essential for healing adrenal stress, giving your body the time it needs to recover, reset, and rebuild its natural energy reserves. Number 2, fuel yourself with optimum nutrition. You'll need to consider supplementation with adaptogenic herbs that are directly influencing lowering cortisol levels and healing your gut, restoring lean muscle mass, and balancing serotonin and dopamine levels. If there was one single tip that I would give you, is get the best quality adaptogens and gut healing remedies from supplements and food sources. I have a couple of products that I personally use religiously that have literally transformed my life. The other thing that I noticed about these supplements is that I didn't have the physiological challenges that hot flushes and menopause issues. I have felt amazing with no major weight fluctuations or mental decline. Number 3, exercise. Stop killing yourself at the gym. Incorporate therapeutic biohacking practices like breathwork, Pilates, infrared sauna, massage, or any form of movement that won't stress your adrenals and will add healing to your body. Keep your heart rate at a restorative level rather than pushing hard into overdrive. Number 4, give yourself grace and self-love. Learn to give yourself some grace. There is no point in stressing over the unknown or what has happened in the past or stressing about the future. Start telling yourself that you are worthy of being well and that you will intentionally put structure in place to feeling well again. 5, and lastly, supportive community. A supportive community is crucial for connection and compassion, reminding us that we are not alone in our journey. It fosters growth, accountability, and resilience, empowering us to face challenges with collective strength. I've spent almost 2 decades helping thousands of people restoring their health, get in their best shape, and thrive in their life. Now, it's your turn to thrive. This is an opportunity to work with me. And if you're in a season of burnout, stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed, because I know exactly what you're going through, let's book a time. Let's book a time to chat and restore your life and well-being. I will put the information below, and please follow me on my socials.